Well, hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind 007. On today's episode, we have this right here. This is the Ecosonique Technology 30-watt solar panel. So for those of you that just want to know if this actually works, the answer is, for the most part, yes. I've been testing it with several phones, and it works great with Android phones. It doesn't work very well with iPhones. What I mean by that is that when you put an iPhone on this, you really need very bright light. You need a completely clear sky, and it has to be between, I would say, 12 and maybe 3 p.m. and it will actually charge your iPhone. Now if you do it during the later time or earlier, like in the when the sun is going down, it will discharge your iPhone. So you have to be very careful with iPhones, because you risk discharging an iPhone. I don't know why that happens. I'm not an expert. I have a theory, but it's just a theory. I'm not 100% sure. But that's the problem with iPhones. It has to be super bright out there. Maximum brightness for this to charge an iPhone. Now, as far as Android, it will work perfectly well with Androids. Even when it's cloudy, it will charge your Android. It won't be as fast when it's cloudy than when it's bright, but it will work. So that's the conclusion, and I want to start with the conclusion because a lot of people don't want to watch this whole video. They just want to know if it works or not. So that's the conclusion. It works very well with Androids and not so well with iPhones. Okay, so for those of you that are still here, let's open it up and see what's inside. Like I said, I've already been playing with it and testing with it, and it does work. And here you have it. So this is the solar panel, and these are the ports. You get two ports, a USB-A and USB-C. There you go. That's the USB-C and that's the USB-A. So of course this charges faster than the USB-C will be faster than the USB-A. And you have an LED right there. You can't see it because it's nighttime and it's not getting any sunlight, but that lights up when it gets sunlight. And we're gonna go outside tomorrow so that you can see how that works. So let me close this. So that closes right there, and it looks nice. And here are the claimed parameters. So the USB-A will produce 30 watts. Forget it. Okay, so it opens like this. So you get 3 panels. I know you can't see it very well because my camera is too small, but these are the panels. They're kind of glossy and slippery, I don't know. And outside, it's nothing special outside. It's just same thing, Ecosonique Technology, and you get a dolphin logo there, and that's it. So we're gonna be testing it with a fan, with a USB fan. Let me show it to you. Here's our USB fan. So this plugs into a USB port. That's going to be a USB-A. So let's look at the fan. And here we have it. And of course, here's the plug. And this is going to tell us how much power this solar panel has. So let's go outside and let's check it out. Okay, so here we are outside. As you can see, I think there's going to be a storm. So it's definitely very, very cloudy. There's no sunlight. As you can see, there's no shadows. Very cloudy and gloomy. So let's see if this can produce anything at all with the cloudy sky. Let's turn this on. So let's verify that we are connected right there. I'm not making this up, but you just got to take my word for it. So this is the USB fan, and it does turn, and that's good news. Yeah, I can definitely feel a little bit of wind, but it's definitely not at the full speed, at the max speed. But at least it's producing something, so it's definitely going to charge your phone. Of course, it's going to have to be an Android phone if you're going to charge it with this when it's cloudy like this. But don't even think about putting a iPhone on this because it's just going to drain your iPhone. So that's the issue, but at least it does something. Unlike the Thunderbolt, the one that I reviewed a few days ago, where it just wasn't doing a whole lot. And there were actually 4 panels. This is just 3 panels. The Thunderbolt was 4 panels, so it's kind of complicated to work with, and it would bend like this. It wouldn't stay flat. It would bend like this. So, but this one stays flat all the way, and it definitely works. Okay, folks, so it is the following day, and as you can see, it was raining last night, but now we get a chance to test it with full sunlight. So there's definitely plenty of light, and that's the sun right there. I don't know if you can see that. And we're gonna see the fan before we test one of the phones. So it's definitely blowing harder now. In full light, it will blow a lot harder. Because yesterday we were testing it, but it was really cloudy. That was before the storm. And it was blowing, but not that hard. But now it's doing a lot better. I know I'm looking at the viewfinder, and it kind of looks like it's going slow, but that's just the camera. It's actually going very fast. Completely fast. Oh, I'm blocking the sunlight, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, it shows like it's going really slow, I can see, but it's actually going fast. It's just like an optical thing. So that works. So let me turn it off. And it's gonna slow down. There, it turned off. Okay, so now let me get the phone. Okay, here's our Samsung. So I'm gonna have to move it out of the light because you're not gonna be able to see the screen, but this is still gonna have to be on the sun. So let me move that out of the way. Okay, so I moved it out of the sun, but the panel's still in the sun. So let me see if I can plug this in with just one hand. Because I'm holding the camera with the other hand. You can see right there. It's coming up. And it's doing a full charge, which is good. Now let me show you what a half charge would be. Let me move the panel. See, once you move it into the shade and you look over here, well, it's still doing a full charge. Let me cover one panel like that. Now it's going to do a half charge. See? You see that triangle right there? Let me try to zoom into it. Yeah, that triangle, that means it's a half charge. So it's a very slow charging process when you're in the shade and when you cover one panel. So if you're on one panel and in the shade like this, just one panel and in the shade, you're gonna get a slow charge. I call it a half charge. So it's still charging and it will charge, but very slowly. So when you got 3 panels like this opened up, even in the shade, and it's kind of cloudy right now, but it's definitely in the shade. It's not in the sunlight. And you look over here, you're getting a fast charge or a full charge, like I call it. So it's definitely gonna charge fast. So definitely that's how that works. So again, you can either slow charge or fast charge any phone except iPhones. If you put it in direct sunlight, it's going to fast charge. If you put it in the shade or if you close the panels like this, it's going to slow charge any phone except iPhone. The problem with iPhones is that when you can really only charge an iPhone when it's very bright and in direct sunlight. So not through a window and not in the shade and not with one of the panels closed. They have to be all 3 panels, and it has to be direct bright sunlight. The sky has to be blue, and it has to be somewhere between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. I would say, for you to get a charge on the iPhone. The best phone I've ever tried with these solar panels is the Blue View. The Blue View 4. I don't know why it works perfectly well with the Blue View 4. I know it's a low-end phone. Nobody wants to have that. But as far as emergencies and charging it, the Blue View 4 charges up real easy with any solar panel, even in the shade, even through the window, even when it's cloudy. The Blue View 4 is great. So let's go back inside. Okay folks, so we are back indoors and ready for our final thoughts. So my final thoughts on this is that it is basically good, fairly good, nothing spectacular. I wanted it to work better in the cloudy days, and to be very, very good even from inside a home, just through the window. And it does kind of work, but not as good as I thought it would, given that it is according to this, a 30-watt solar panel. So I would think that through the window it would be at least 5 watts, which is enough to charge most phones, but not really. So I guess it's not really 30 watts. I don't know. I'm not sure. But either way, I will be giving it a 4 stars out of 5 because it does work, but you do really have to put it in direct sunlight to get a very good charge, especially with the iPhones. So remember, iPhones are a problem with this, and really any solar panel, because I have been testing several solar panels, and iPhones is an issue with every one of them. In any case, thank you for watching, subscribe, and thumbs up.